You came in the living room while your doe eyes roamed around to search for him, and you finally spotted him reading newspaper on sofa. You smiled softly, seeing him all focused while reading. You came downstairs and went to him and poked on his shoulder, gently gaining his attention. You showed him your hands with the unbuttoned sleeve of your formal dress. He gently grabbed your hand and started buttoning your sleeves. Thank you and good morning. You smiled while wishing him, but your smile disappeared when you saw he was about to wish you, but then his phone rang, making him immediately pick the call and went to corner to answer the call. You pouted angrily, seeing the situation, and went near the dining table. The maids were serving breakfast on your plate and wished you, "Good morning, ma'am." Auntie, when why did he even married me when the entire time he have to spend his time with his employer and his investors, leaving his beautiful wife behind? You made a sad pout, making them giggle. Fake cough. Your eyes widened as you looked up to see the maids were now silently working, as they also know he was there. You said in a nervous voice, "Serve the breakfast quickly, we are running late." You said as you tried to move away from there, as he was just behind you. "Leave us alone," he said. Your heart stopped after you felt his muscular arm around your tiny waist, making your breath hitch. "So what was my beautiful wife saying?" He emphasized on those words which you were saying before, making you shook your head as no. "I didn't give her enough attention, huh?" He made you turn toward him by your waist, making you land on his chest. He pushed the hair behind your earlobe, which were touching your face, and pecked your forehead. He held your waist and made you sit on table and started leaning to kiss you, but you slightly pushed him away. "We will get late. Please stop." He chuckled and stood between your legs and kept his hand on your either side and made you look up to him while holding your chin with his index finger. Why? Why are you so confused, Mrs. Kim? When I don't give you attention, you sulk, and when I am giving you attention, you are pushing me away. "It's nothing like that, Mr. Kim." He chuckled when he felt you shuddering under his intense gaze. He kissed your forehead, followed by your cheeks, and then finally pecked your lips. "Let's have breakfast and leave, or else, if I change my mind, then it will not be good for my prince's health," he said. You pushed him, making him smirk at his victory. And you both finally had your breakfast while talking randomly. "How is everything going in office, Wayne?" You got shocked at his question, as you know nothing was going well in office. "Mr. Lee, under whom you are working, was misbehaving with you, but you didn't tell anything about it to Tae. It might trigger him, and then the secret of this marriage will come in front of everyone. You are even though bubbly and extrovert, but likes to keep your love life secret, especially when it is not even 1 year of the marriage. You don't want to get attacked by his fangirls or always live under strict protection, so you have kept this marriage a secret till now. You came back to reality after you heard him asking you again, "Where are you lost?" You nervously laughed and said, "Actually, today I have to give Mr. Lee an important presentation, so I was nervous." You said. He nodded and you started eating again silently. "If there will be any problem, let me know," he said with an assuring smile, making you nod. Wine in mind. Yesterday, when Mr. Lee again asked me for one night stand, I told him I'm already married. Hope from today he'll stop. Time skip to office. You You and Thai both came in same car, but you get off the car at a safe distance and then walk toward the office so that no one can see you both together in same car. You came inside the office and greeted everyone and immediately started your pending work from yesterday as you were not in a mood to go and see Mr. Lee when you already have work. After 2 hours of work, you were done with all your work and were about to go to Mr. Lee to show him your work when you saw him coming towards you. You looked away, not wanting to make an eye contact with him. Mr. Lee, is your work done, Miss Park? You nodded as then he continued further and said, good, so be in CEO's cabin after 5 minutes. We'll show him the presentation and also your progress report for your future promotion and all, as it is already the time when he consider all these stuff and check everyone's progress and company's progress. You nodded as he left from there, making you relief. After around 10 minutes, you started going towards his office with your file. You were nervous before to give him presentation alone, but now Thai would also be there. So you were fine as now he would mind his business and not invade your privacy and ask you for stupid and nasty things. You came inside the cabin, but you didn't find anyone there, making you confused. You felt a little uneasy and tried to leave from there, but somebody held your hand from behind, making you gasp and look at the person. Mr. Lee, you immediately pulled your hand away from his grip and immediately stood a little far from him. Why are you running away from me, sweetheart? I never did anything to you. Then why? He said. I already told you, sir, I'm married and I can't even think of doing whatever you want. Please. You tried to leave from there, but he again held your hand. Come on, sweetheart, you don't have a choice. He pulled you and held you by your waist, making your eye widen. You struggled to get away from him because he was too strong, making you panic more. Stay in your limits, sir. You are crossing your line. Just agree for whatever I'm saying, Miss Park, or else I'll make sure to put a wrong blame on you and get you kicked out of this company and make sure you don't get job anywhere. Then what will you do? You have to come in my arms only. You slapped him on his face, making him shock, and his face turned toward the other side. Stay away from me, you said. How dare you slap me, you? He got more angry and slapped you on your face, making red marks on your face. He held your wrist and pulled you near him, but you started pushing him away. In all this fight, he tore your shirt and said, if you dare to struggle even a bit, I'll tear your entire shirt. How will you go outside then, huh? He was holding your shirt near your shoulder and smirked, looking at your pale condition. Your eyes got teary, making him smirk more in victory. Come on, let's start with a kiss, he said. He said as he started leaning close to you, making you stumble and go backward, but he tore your shirt, exposing your skin near your shoulder, making you shock. Move a little bit more and then you see. You shook your head as no. You close your eyes to think what you can do. But before you could do anything, he got punched on his face, making you shock. You looked to see that I was standing there with angry face and his eyes turned dark because of all this. You hugged him tightly, crying on his chest. He removed his coat and made you wear his coat and patted your head. It's okay, I got you. He was patting your back to calm you down when Mr. Lee stood up from ground and started saying, Sir, please don't misunderstand me. She was the one who tried to then trying to act like an innocent. Don't trust her. He pulled you out of his embrace as the other female employee held you to calm you down, and Thai started punching him again brutally. Watch your mouth when you talk about my wife. Because of all the chaos, everyone got collected there. You hugged Mrs. Choi more tight after seeing the crowd there. I'll kill you today. How dare you even lay an eye on her, Tai said. He kept on punching Mr. Lee. Mrs. Choi, why in control, Mr. Kim? He'll kill him. You looked at him to see he was punching Mr. Lee badly, even when he saw him unconscious, making you panic. Tai, stop, please, everyone is watching, you said as you held his hand, which was about to punch him again. He looked at your teary eyes and stood up and hugged you. Yeonjun, I'm going home. Call the cops and don't let this go. Yeonjun nodded and Tai picked you up in his arm and carried you away from there. Time skipped to mansion. He made you sit on bed softly and gave you a glass of water, but you denied. I'll change my clothes first. He nodded and let you go from there. You went and changed yourself in comfortable clothes and came to see he was sitting on bed with a serious expression. From when did it all started? He asked. You looked down but didn't reply to him when he asked again. I asked something, YN. He said in a dead serious voice, making you shiver. 1 week ago. I thought he'll not do anything, and yesterday I even told him that I am married to stop him, but he was angry from you that you didn't told him. You sat beside him and was about to say sorry when he said, I agreed to Mom and you and kept this marriage a secret. You should have told me everything before. I'll not repeat it again, love, you said. Repeat? I'll not leave any chance to let it repeat. You know that very well, YN, that he would not be the only danger for you but also for other female employees. Still you remained silent. Why? Why didn't you told me, huh? He yelled at you, making you flinch and look down. I'm sorry. You held his arm and cried on his shoulder. I was hell scared and embarrassed to speak about it. I just felt numb at that time. He saw me and check out every time he see me. I didn't know how to say it. Tai closed his eyes and relaxed himself and hugged you to comfort you and pecked your forehead. It's okay. Be careful from next time. You nodded as he sat on bed while leaning against the headboard and took you on his lap. He laid your head on his chest. After around 15 minutes, you were finally calmed down. Want to have something? You shook your head as no, making him sigh and nod. He laid you to bed and pulled you in his arm, putting you to sleep and get a little bit rest. I love you. He smiled and kissed your lips and said, I love you too. You're not angry from me, right? I was not angry, princess. I was just hurt that you didn't told me. Why was I not making you feel comfortable? But I understand it must be difficult for you. It's okay. Slowly while talking, you both drifted off to sleep. Time skipped to evening. You woke up because of that noise of your phone. Who is messaging me again and again? You open your phone to see something and your eyes widened. Mr. Lee is dead? Yeji messaged me. You looked around not to find anyone, but then Tai entered in room. You asked Yoongi Oppa, didn't you? Something you need to take advantage of having a mafia friend in your list. It was fun. It looks as if it was a car accident, but it wasn't.